Everyone makes choices. Day by day, we have to decide what we do and what we don't do. And in order to make those choices, we need a filter to help us decide what to focus on. And that filter is our why. It's our purpose. Now, I talk a lot about purpose in finance. I've got an article series on LinkedIn called The Purpose Driven CFO. So I wanted to just highlight a little bit about what I see is purpose driven finance and why it's important. Well, purpose driven finance is very simple. It's just knowing why you do what you do in finance and why you do what you do each day, whether that's financial reporting or putting together balanced scorecards and KPIs, forecasting, budgeting, planning, strategy, all those things, whether it's an accounts payable or anything. Why do you do what you do? What is it contributing? Because if you know why you're doing what you do, then that helps you to decide what the priorities are when you get called upon to make those decisions. And so that's why I wrote the series. And it comes up with some surprising answers sometimes. Makes you think. What I've found in the past as well is that when you talk to teams about purpose and vision and setting that context for everything, gives people more motivation. I mean, I once observed in a financial reporting team that I ran, they were rather down in the dumps about the monthly grind. They were working till 10 o'clock at night every month. And I said, look, we have a repetitive process. It's a bit like football players, soccer players for anybody who's not in the UK. They go out week after week. They don't wonder what their purpose is. They're not unmotivated, but they go through the same thing week after week. We do the same thing month after month, but we seem to have a problem in getting our motivation. So let's decide for ourselves what our goal is and plan it like a football match. Let's look at it like, who are the players in the team? What's the equivalent of the goal? What's the equivalent of scoring goals? What's the equivalent of scoring own goals? What's the equivalent of the half-time team talk and the pre-match strategy and all that kind of thing? And actually, when I did that, the motivation of the team went up. And that kind of proved to me that when people start to understand what they're aiming at, they start to see where they fit in, and it gives them more motivation. So I'll put a link in the blurb to one of my articles, and you can have a look at a little bit more about what I think about purpose-driven finance. But for now, that's my day 6 of the LinkedIn video challenge for me, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.